Hey there, I'm Takeo. In this video, I'll show you how to use YouWare, an AI platform that makes Vive coding super easy. What's amazing about YouWare is that you can create games, apps, and websites just by describing what you want to build. It's that simple. Here's the text input area. Just type what you want to create here. For example, I typed "create a Tetris game." Once you do that, YouWare automatically starts building the game based on your request. Since I asked for a Tetris-like game, that's exactly what it's going to create for me. So first up, this big screen here is the preview. And on the right, we've got the chat area. This shows what I requested. After I made the request, YouWare started analyzing everything and planning out exactly how to build this game step by step. And now it's actually creating the Tetris game. All I have to do is wait. No need to add instructions or write any code myself. YouWare handles everything. Games, apps, websites, you name it. Let's wait for it to finish. Looks like it's done. The Tetris game is complete. There are instructions on how to play. Should show up any second now. Looks like we can actually play the game here. Let's hit the start button. And just like that, we've got a working game. You can actually play it. I think that's pretty good. This game is a bit too simple though. Check out this chat area. There's a boost button. Let's click this boost. This will expand the game and turn it into something more sophisticated. Take a look at this. It's going to improve the design from the current minimal black and white look to something more attractive and visually appealing. The improvements will happen in this order. Remember how it looks right now. I want you to see how it actually gets improved. All done. Let's check out the preview. It's changed to a much more polished design like this. Let's play with this new design. The blocks are much easier to see now. You can play like this. So this time, I requested a Tetris-like game. Here's what we got. The minimal design was already good, but in the end, I was able to easily create a great-looking Tetris game that actually works. During this whole process, I didn't write a single line of code. I didn't lift a finger. All I did was press the boost button on the completed game. That's it. By the way, this game, app, or website I just created can be published for everyone to see. Click the Publish button in the top right. When you publish this, it generates a URL that you can share. I'll copy this. If you share this with other people, they'll be able to play the game you created. This is the actual screen. Go ahead and play with this. Anyone can play it. I made Tetris earlier. Next, let's create an app using YouWare. Just making an app isn't that exciting. So let's compare it with another popular platform, Manus. Let's see which one creates better apps. This is YouWare. Let's create a health management app. When you start typing, you get suggestions like this. If you hit Tab, you can use the suggested text as is. Let's build it with this content. Now, YouWare starts developing the health management app. At the same time, let's send the same request to Manus. I won't upload any files. I want to test them under the same conditions. YouWare creates a to-do list like this. The app starts developing according to this plan. You don't need to add anything here. Everything is made automatically. Manus is also planning and developing the app. Check this out. YouWare has finished the health management app. Manus is still working on it. Let me explain YouWare first. YouWare created a health management app. Just from that simple request, we got a great-looking health management app. Health dashboard, exercise, calories, and sleep time are recorded here and displayed as graphs. The recording happens here. You can record walking time and meals here and see it all on the dashboard. You can also set goals here. There's even an AI advice feature. Based on your recorded data, the AI can give you personalized advice. Let's look at the explanation here. These features are all installed. It also says that these MCP tools are recommended to enhance these functions. For data storage, Supabase and AI advice functions are recommended. What are these MCP tools? When you create an app or tool, there's an icon at the bottom. It says MCP tools here. If you click here, you can connect with various apps and tools. AI functions, Figma, Notion, YouTube, Supabase, and more. You can connect with all these different apps. Let's connect with these recommended MCP tools to enhance the functionality and customize the design. First, let's open the MCP tools. Click the plus button. The AI app has been connected. Next, Supabase for data storage. You need to enter a personal access token here. The instructions are written here. First, go to this dashboard. Click Generate New Token. Name the token and generate it. Copy the generated token. Go back to YouWare and paste it here to save it. I've connected two tools now. If you look here, two are selected with MCP. Let's implement this. All the work is done automatically. There was no complicated work at all. The connection was very simple and smooth. Manus is still creating the app. It's still far from completion. Meanwhile, YouWare has already improved and customized the app even further. Yes, it's been improved. Now it's become an even more user-friendly health management app. A new login and registration feature has been added. You can create a new account here and register or log in. There's an error. I can't log in. Look at this. It says there's an error in the bottom right and it needs to be fixed. Let's click here. Then it will fix this error. So if the app or game you created in YouWare doesn't work, or if there's a bug or error, you can easily fix it here. You don't have to say what you want fixed. Just click on the displayed error and it will fix the selected error. Yes, it looks like the error has been fixed. Let's take a look again. Login and register. New registration. Now you can register properly. Let's create an account. I'll log in with the account I just created. I'll enter my email and password and log in. Yes, I was able to log in properly. Dashboard. Record. Goal setting. AI advice function. If you click on this tab, today's advice is being generated right now. AI advice function. AI advice has been generated. Today's advice. When it analyzes your health data, this kind of thing is recommended. Exercise, food, sleep. Detailed advice in each area is listed. Recommended actions. And increase the variety of your exercises. This alone is amazing, right? I was able to easily create my own health management app. I can record my exercise habits, meals, and sleep time, set goals, and get advice from AI. I was able to easily create such a comprehensive health management app. As for the one created by Manus, it's still being created. Oh, it's done. Looks like it just finished. Let's take a look. Here it is. The Health Tracker app created by Manus looks really good. It's a very user-friendly design, not inferior to YouWare. The graphs look good too. However, there's one important thing to note. In YouWare, which you saw earlier, I added AI functions and data storage using MCP tools. So you can create new accounts, and there's also a login function. Plus, there's an AI advice function and data storage capabilities. But in this app created by Manus, none of these functions exist. Even if you click on this profile, there's obviously no login or logout function. No function to create new accounts. And this notification is just for show. Of course, there's no AI-generated advice from this AI function either. So it looks good, but it's not a real functional application. To actually use this, you'd need to connect these MCP tools yourself, or export this code and deploy it somewhere else. You can't run this within Manus. So if you're thinking about actually creating and developing apps and games, YouWare is much better. YouWare was much faster to develop and complete. I think there's more than a 10x difference. This way, I was able to create a really good-looking app. The AI advice function is also implemented. I'm a bit concerned about this though. These menu items are hard to see on mobile, so let's request a fix. Let's just fix this part. The fix is happening immediately. Looks like the work finished quickly. Let's check out the preview. The text is a bit off. Look at this. Dashboard text and AI advice, function text. These are sticking out of this button. They're not fitting properly. When you give instructions about these things, it takes a screenshot, analyzes it, and fixes it. Looks like the fix is done. Let's check out the preview. The fix is done, and it's much easier to see. It's very user-friendly now. This way, even for small design details, you can just request a fix, and it automatically takes a screenshot and fixes it. How was that? So far, I've compared these two platforms, YouWare and Manus. YouWare's speed is overwhelmingly faster, and it's quite easy to use. Even if you don't know anything about technology, you can create all sorts of things with YouWare. You might have seen this briefly, but if you scroll down on YouWare, you can see other people's projects. AI Piano, Cat Time Machine, Cat Translator, various apps, projects, and websites. You can see all these creations. There's even Super Mario. Some of you might be wondering, what's the point of being able to see these? For example, there's someone who made a YouTube video download service. Let's take a look. If you click here, you can see the actual preview in more detail. If you enter a YouTube video URL and click the button, it can read the video content and download it. Look below. Here's the name of the person who made it. You can see that person's work here. Looks like they're making various things. And look here. This is the view count, and this is the reaction. The number of bookmarks. This is a comment, and this is the share button. You can share it with other people by clicking here. And if you go to the bottom right, there's full screen, remix, and report. Let's try the remix feature. What's interesting about this is that among the various projects published on YouWare, you can customize other people's work and projects to create something new. There's such a function. If you use the remix I just pressed, you can further remix this YouTube video download service. Let's try it. This is an English page, so I'll try to make it Japanese. For example, let's change each text to Japanese and send it. Then, based on other people's work, you can remix it to make something new. You can customize it. If you look at this chat now, it's analyzing the files and making a plan to implement it. I think it'll take a while, so please wait. Looks like it's done. Look at this. All the parts are now in Japanese. You can easily customize and improve from other people's projects like this and add new functions. Let's try boosting. If you press boost, it will automatically customize from the current state. The work is complete. It's been improved. I think the preview will be updated too. Look at this. The preview should update soon. Yes, it's been updated. Now it has text like high-speed download, 100% safe, all devices supported, and it's become a design that looks more user-friendly and secure. I want to change this logo. If you want to change this specific location, look at the text input area of this chat. There's a select button here. Press this select button and move the cursor to the element on the screen. For example, this is the logo part. Select here. Then, content showing this element has been added to the chat's text input area. Now, let's see how to change this. The logo content. This way, you can remix, customize, and improve other people's work and projects to create something new. You can also keep changing the functions more and more. Plus, you can select the part you want to change and modify it. I'm changing this logo right now. Yes, it's been updated. And this screen, the preview screen, will be newly changed. I think it'll change soon. Yes, it's changed. And the logo of this title has been replaced nicely. By selecting and specifying the place you want to change, you can focus on that part and make changes and customizations. So, I actually made an app and a game using YouWare this time. You can shape the idea in your head just by writing and sending the vibe coding that you want to make intuitively. And earlier I made it by simply instructing to make something like this from this Create tab. This is the key point. There are several other ways. There's an Upload tab and a Code Paste tab. In other words, if you're already developing an app or game, you can continue developing it with YouWare. For example, in this Upload tab, you can upload files and folders from your device and proceed from there. Let's actually do it. Select this folder. I selected this folder. Then, you'll be asked to upload the 4 files included in this folder to this page. So click Upload. Then, you can continue developing the app or game you made here. Yes, it's in a live state. Let's take a look here. If you press the share button here, you can see the actual thing. Yes, this is the landing page I actually made. However, I'd like to not only make this public, but also make it even better. If you press the boost button here, you can improve this existing project even more. Let's press the boost button. If you press the boost button, you can make it even better even if it was made elsewhere. As for the design, it has a monochrome and minimal feel right now. I hope you can see how this will change. Please wait until the work is completed. Looks like the correction and improvement work is done. I think the preview will show soon how it changed from the original minimal design. Look at this. I arranged them so it's easy to understand. Left side is before, right side is after. The original landing page on the left was customized with YouWare. The image with the original animation is further expanded and customized like the right side. I think it's hard to tell the difference like a spot the difference game. If you look closely, there are differences like this. When you hover the cursor, there's movement like this. This way, the design has been improved without breaking the original design. Let's also look at this section called Examples Made with YouWare. If you open the same section, on the left side, only icons were set as featured images in the original before. This doesn't give much of an image. On the right side, in the after, future images that are easier to understand visually are set. These are also generated and set. This way, the original design hasn't been broken and has been improved. These are also fine details, but in the original before, there was an animation that floated up when you hovered the cursor. However, in this after, not only does it float up more clearly, but there's also an animation where the upper border slides in from the side. There's an animation that pushes in when you hover the cursor. It might be a bit hard to understand, but it's been improved this way without breaking the original design. Of course, if you want to change it further, that's possible. I gave instructions like this. I requested more sophisticated, beautiful, cutting-edge colors, layouts, and animations. Then, I think it will be easier to understand than before, so please wait a while. It's been updated. This way, the design is more sophisticated. Personally, I really liked the original design. It's a bit hard to understand, but the right side is the version that was improved once with YouWare. It didn't look much different from the original design, so I used YouWare again to change to an attractive design. So, if you use YouWare, you can freely change the design and presentation of apps, games, and pages, including the details, until you're satisfied with the ideal state. This time, I made and developed an app and game using YouWare. It's really simple and easy to use. All you have to do is enter and write what you want to make, and you're done. If you want to try Vive coding, this is a really recommended platform. The last thing to worry about is the cost. I'll also explain the pricing plan. Some of you might be worried, but don't worry. There's also a free plan. There are only two plans, free and paid. There's no complicated pricing plan. This paid plan is about $20 per month, which is about 2,900 yen. If you sign up here, you can get 3,000 credits per month. Some of you might think it's paid, but of course you can try it for free. Even with the free plan, you can use 500 credits for free when you register. If you want to make something like this, please try using these credits. You can also upload and share unlimited code. I think it's enough to try YouWare. This paid plan is also very simple. All you have to do is choose according to the credits you need. For example, if I use 3,000 credits this time, I can get 3,000 credits per month. What's different from the free plan is that you can download YouWare code. You can also access new features that will be added in the future. Other than that, it's the same as the free plan. All you have to do is choose the plan according to the credits you need. So please feel free to try this. Some of you might think the screen is in English because you're not good at English. However, you can use it intuitively without feeling uncomfortable when using it. If you want to try Vive coding, I recommend you try it starting with YouWare. I've put a link in the description of this video and in the YouTube comments, so please try it out.